Good morning, everybody. We have already started the H parameter of the common emitter, common base, and common collector configuration, right? What it indicates that, see, here we have to be analyze the things related to the common emitter or common base or common collector. आवाज येतोय माझा? प्लीज रिप्लाय द्या. आवाज येतोय? आवाज येतोय का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in last session we have seen the common emitter, common base, and common collector configuration, and by that configuration we have seen the whatever the equation coming with respect to particular configuration. We just revise the same thing again, right? I don't have now slate, that's why I'm telling all the things related to the CEC, BCC as well as further study in a PPT only, right? Because we don't have slate now, right? Now see, when we have seen the things related to the moment. See, we already seen the common emitter, common base, and common collector configuration and their H parameter models, right? H parameter model, it indicates that when we have to be analyze the particular transistor in that configuration, analysis is hard, so that when we have used the same thing with respect to your H parameter, in that case, that is a simple part. So that we have seen the three configuration with respect to your H parameter model, right? CEC, BCC configuration. Now see, when we have to be analyze the same thing with respect to common emitter configuration, in that case, whatever the diagram, this is the diagram of common emitter configuration, it indicates that your emitter terminal, see, common emitter indicate that it is the terminal which should be common in between your input as well as output, right? So common emitter indicate that this part should be in case of your input as well as output, right? This is the common emitter configuration. So in this configuration, we have to be seen the four thing, that is input voltage, input current, and output current. That should be required for the calculation of your H parameter. See, earlier H parameter equation, that is we know that phi1 and I2 equation. This equation and this whatever the equation we have seen here, that doesn't have any change, only whatever the value of the particular thing, that if phi1, I1, phi2, I2, that should be changes. Sir, lecture चालू आहे जरा. Sir, ते काय sir? No. Now see, all the things related to the H parameter is not any other thing. It should be only the four parameter thing, that is phi1, I1, phi2, I2. Now see, phi1 indicate that the things which should be applied to the input of your common emitter configuration. So whatever the input voltage applied here is phi b, right? Phi b is nothing but a phi1 in this case, right? So output voltage, this is nothing but output voltage, which is phi c. So phi2 is nothing but a vc. So whatever the thing applied across your input, that is voltage thing, in that case, whatever the current flowing through the base. So current flowing through the base, that is base current, that's why IB is a input I1 current. So I1 is equal to IB. Now output current is nothing but a current flowing through the output terminal. This is a collector terminal. So whatever the current flowing through the collector terminal is called as IC. So your output current is IC. So when we have to be calculate the common emitter configuration, in that case, four things we have to be required. Take care, sir. Please, sir, lecture चालू. तिकडे हे तो मॅडम आहे. Sorry. So these four parameter things, that is phi1, I1, phi2, I2, we have to be seen here, right? So what it indicates that phi1 is nothing but a input voltage, that is phi phi2 is nothing but a vc, output voltage, input current is IB, and output current is IC. Did you understand the same four parameter things? चार गोष्टी तुमच्या लक्षात आले का? phi1, I1, phi2, I2 in case of common emitter configuration. सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात आलेत का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only the change with respect to your whatever the thing means your equation. V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. These are the same thing, only we have to be put out the particular I1 V1, that value only, right? So see here, we know that there is an equation for V1 which is nothing but we know that when we have to be analyze the H parameter thing, in that case we must see two parameter, that is dependent parameter and independent parameter. We know that V1 and I2 are the dependent parameter, right? V1 and I2 are dependent parameter, and the I1 and V2 that are the independent parameter, right? So we know the equation V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, right? These are the equation. We know the particular value, right? V1 is nothing but a C. V1 is nothing but a VB. That should be right here. VB H11. Now H11 indicate that input impedance, right? So it is nothing but a HI. This is for the common emitter configuration. That's why HIE, right? So I1 current is nothing but IB. So HIIB is nothing but H11 I1 plus H12 V2. H12 indicate that it is the reverse voltage, that is V1 upon V2, right? So in this case, HRE, V2 indicate C. V2 indicate VC, right? We just put out here HRE into VC, right? This is the equation number one. We have only change is that whatever the value of the particular V1, V2, I1, I2, that should be, we have to be placed here, right? This is the equation with respect to the V1. Now, another equation, we know that there are two equations. This equation related to the input port. Now we have seen the equation with respect to the output port. Output port indicate that I2, right? I2 is I2 equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. This is the equation with respect to output port, right? So we just changing the whatever the value of I2. So I2 value is nothing but a IC value, right? We just put out here IC. Now H21 indicate that it is the it is nothing but I2 divided by I1, that is a forward current, right? So it is nothing but a HF, and this is for the emitter, common emitter configuration. That's why HF into I1 indicate that base current, right? I1 indicate base current, right? We just put out here HFP into IB plus H22 indicate that it is the output admittance, right? Output admittance. So it is nothing but a HO, and this is for common emitter configuration. That's why HOE, right? V2 indicate that this is the V2 indicate that VC. We just write down here as a VC. So we got two equation, that is VB equal to HI into IB plus HRE into VC, and IC equal to HFP into IB plus HOE into VC, right? These are the two equations. What we have to do, we according to this equation, we just find out the particular value, right? When we have to be find out the HI value, in that case, what we have to do, other thing, that is VC makes 0, right? So VC make 0, what it indicate that this factor going 0. So HI equal to VB divided by IB, when VC equal to 0. See, another, अजून एकदा सांगतो, when we have to be find out the HI, in that case, what we have to do, we always do the same thing, that is other parameter must be 0. So other is nothing but a VC must be 0. So this equation should be 0. So HI equal to VB divided by IB at VC equal to 0. See, VB divided by IB, VC equal to 0. Now, when we have to find other thing, that is HRE, in that case, we must make IB equal to 0. So IB equal to 0 indicate that this should be 0. Now, HRE is equal to VB divided by VC, right? VB divided by VC, when IB equal to 0. See, VB divided by VC, IB equal to 0, right? Now, when we have to be found out the two things, that is HAP and HO, in that case, we just use the equation number 2, right? So when we have to be find out the HAP, in that case, we taken as a VC equal to 0. VC 0 indicate that this equation must be 0. So HAP is nothing but IC divided by IB, when VC equal to 0, right? C, IC divided by IB, when VC equal to 0. This is nothing but a HAP. Now, when we have to be calculate the HOE, in that case, we taking as IB equal to 0, right? This fraction should be 0. So HOE is nothing but a IC divided by VC, right? HOE is nothing but a IC divided by VC when IB equal to 0, right? IC divided by VC when IB equal to 0, right? These are the things when we have to draw this diagram. In this case, we just draw the diagram by using this equation VB. This is the input voltage, right? VB is the input voltage and current flowing through, that is base current, and whatever the thing HI indicate that it is in input impedance of the common emitter configuration, so it is nothing but a resistance. And the another thing when that should be coming, after all that, one of the other factor, that is HRE is came with respect to your HRE into VC. So HRE is nothing but that it is a reverse voltage ratio, so it is multiplying factor, so that should be in a series, right? So that should be in a series, that is nothing but HRE into VC, right? This is with respect to the input. Now for the output, what we have to do, IC is equal to HAP into IB plus HOE into VC, right? When we have to draw the circuit diagram by this equation, what we have to do, see, we know that first is HAP into IB. HAP into IB, what it indicates that it is a pure voltage ratio. It is nothing but I2 divided by I1, right? So I2 divided by I1 is nothing but a multiplying thing. That's why we just here taken as a multiplying thing, right? Multiplying thing with respect to this IB current, right? So accordingly, this should be taken as a multiplying thing, right? No resistance, no admittance. So multiplying thing, and we have just multiplied the IB. So after all, plus indicate that we just taking as a series by HOE, but HOE indicate that it is admittance. It is opposite of resistance. So that's why it is not connected in a series. C plus indicate that it should be connected series, but HOE indicate that it is not a resistance, so that must be parallel with this thing, means HAP-IB, so that must be taken as a parallel and sent as a HOE, right? HOE, and the current flowing through that HOE is IC, that is collector current flowing through it. So HOE IC, and the voltage, in that case your whatever the voltage multiply by it is VC. So VC voltage is applied across it, right? According to this diagram, we just see the two equation, and accordingly we draw the diagram. It is same as like as a rear diagram of this equation. This equation indicate that this equation V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, or I2 equal to H21 plus H22 V2, right? Only change is that we just put out the particular I1 V2 and the I1 V2 value of the particular equation, right? हे लक्षात आलंय का? हे आपण आधी घेतलेलं आहे, खरं तर रिवाइज साठी आणि आता स्लेट अवेलेबल नाही, त्यासाठी मी तुम्हाला याच्यावर सांगायला लागलोय पीपीटी वरून. हे लक्षात आलंय का? आपण सीई कॉन्फिगरेशनच्या HI, HRE, HFE आणि HOE व्हॅल्यू काढलेत. लक्षात आलेत का सगळ्यांच्या? कुणाला काय प्रॉब्लेम याच्याबद्दल? हे झालेलं आहे, फक्त रिवाइज करतोय मी. रिप्लाय द्या, रिप्लाय द्या.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
प्रियंका पवार, लक्षात आलंय तुमच्या? प्रियंका पवार.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. These are the things with respect to the common emitter configuration. Now we have seen the another part, that is common base configuration. Right, hybrid equivalent circuit of common base configuration. Now see what is the difference between common emitter and common base configuration is that, see, when we have to be seen the common base configuration, what it indicates that your base terminal is in between your input as well as output, right? See, these any transistor have three terminals, that is emitter, base, collector, right? So base terminal is in between your input as well as output, indicate that, see, we just draw the diagram. Base terminal taking as an input as well as output, right? What it indicate that your input current, see, this is I is nothing but I1, that is input current. Then IC is nothing but output current, that is I2. I2 is nothing but IC. So we got I1 equal to IE and I2 equal to IC. Now see, when we have got this current, in that case, whatever the voltage across applied across your input, V1 voltage is nothing but voltage applied across emitter to the base, that is called as VB. So VB is nothing but a V1. So VB is nothing but a V1, right? Whatever the thing applied across your output voltage, that is collector to the base, that is nothing but a VBC. VBC is nothing but a V2. So V2 is nothing but a VBC. या चार थिंग लक्षात आले का तुम्हाला? V1, I1, V2, I2 कसं काढलं आपण, काय केलं? See, in this case, we just taking as a base terminal as a common in between your input as well as output. That's why we do the same thing. लक्षात घ्या, बेस टर्मिनल तुमच्या इनपुट आणि आउटपुट येण्यासाठी आपण काय केलं, बेस टर्मिनल कॉमन घेतला. कॉमन घेत असताना तो टर्मिनल इनपुट आणि आउटपुट मध्ये यावा यासाठी आपल्याला काय करावं लागलं की इमिटर टर्मिनल वरच्या साईडला आणि कलेक्टर तुमच्या आउटपुट म्हणजे इमिटर इनपुट साईडला आणि कलेक्टर आउटपुट साईडला घ्यावा लागला. लक्षात येते का? V1, I1, V2, I2 कसं काढलं आपण आणि ते पर्टिक्युलर व्हॅल्यू काय आहे लक्षात येत आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, we doesn't do any other thing. We just put out as like as a earlier equation. We just put out the particular value of V1, I1, V2, I2 in a equation only. See, we know that V1 equal to VB, I1 equal to IE, V2 equal to VBC, and I2 equal to IC, as we have seen here, right? Right. Now see, we know that same basic equation with respect to and V1 and I2 that should be required for the calculation of your H parameter of any configuration, that is CE, CB, CC. Now we have seen the common base configuration. So in this configuration, what we have to do? So we know that basic equation of P1 which is nothing but a P1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 P2, right? This is the equation of the input port, right? Why it is the equation of input port? See, these things are related to the input. That's why it is a input port related equation, right? So we know that V1 value, V1 is nothing but a VB. We just put out VB. H11 indicate that it is the input impedance. It is nothing but a HI, but this is for the purpose of common base configuration. So it is nothing but a HIB, right? HIB. So I1 is nothing but a IE. So HIB into IE. This is the thing with respect to H11, I1. Now plus H1 to V2. H1 to indicate that it is a reverse voltage ratio, right? Reverse voltage ratio. So it is nothing but a HR. And this is for the common base configuration, so that it is a HRB into V2. Now see, V2, what it indicate that? V2 indicate that this voltage, V2, this is a VBC. So HRB into VBC. This is nothing but equation number 1. See, in this equation, we doesn't do any other thing. We just put out the particular value of the V1, I1, and V2, and accordingly we form this type of equation. This type of equation is nothing but the equation of common base configuration, right? Now, when we have seen the second equation, that is, this will be related to the input port. Now we have seen the things related to the output port. Now see, when we have seen the things related to the output port, in that case, what we have to do? We know that equation of the output is nothing but I2. I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2, right? These are the equation. We just only take out the value of the particular current as well as voltage. So I2 equal to, I2 is nothing but a IC. So IC equal to H21. H21 indicate that it is the forward current ratio. So forward indicate that HF. So HF, and this is related to the common base configuration. That's why HFB. Now I1 is nothing but a IE. So HFB into IE. This is with respect to H21 I1 plus H2 to V2. H2 to V2 indicate that it is the related to the output admittance, right? So it is nothing but a HO, and this is for the common base configuration. That's why HOB. Now phi2 indicate that phi BC. So HOB into phi BC. So IC equal to HFB into IE plus HOB into phi BC. These are the things related to the common base configuration of your H parameter series, right? इथपर्यंत लक्षात आलंय का? कोणाला काय प्रॉब्लेम? प्लीज रिप्लाय द्या. आपण फक्त इथं काय केलंय की V1 I1 V2 I2 च्या ज्या व्हॅल्यू येतात ना त्या पर्टिक्युलर इक्वेशन मध्ये फक्त टाकलेले सेम इक्वेशन आपल्या आधीचे आहेत. लक्षात आलंय का हे सगळ्यांच्या?
Yes, sir.
प्रियंका पवार तुमच्या लक्षात आलंय का?
Yes, sir.
ओके. ऋतुजा सरोगड तुमच्या
Yes,
लक्षात
sir.
आलं?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So up till now, what we have to do? Only we have to write down the equation with respect to the dependent variable. We use in that case what this is V1 and I2 is nothing but a dependent variable, and the I1 and V2 are the independent variable. Means we just relate your dependent variable with respect to the independent variable with respect to particular configuration, right? Particular configuration indicate that we have seen now common base. Earlier we have seen the common emitter configuration. Now see the H parameter for common base is, now when we have to be find out the particular H parameter, in that case we have to be calculate the HIB, HRB, HFB and HOB, right? These value are different for different configuration. Why it is different? Tell me. We have seen the common emitter, common base and common collector configuration, right? For the particular, either your common emitter, common base or common collector, the value of the particular HI or the HF or HR or HO that are different. Why it is different? Tell me the reason behind it is. तुम्ही पाहिले का की HI ची व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे HIB असेल आणि HIE असेल त्यांची व्हॅल्यू सेमच आहे, असं झालंय का कधी? प्लीज गिव्ह मी आन्सर. असं झालंय का कधी?
No.
होणार नाही. रिझन बिहाइंड इट इज दॅट when we have seen the particular आपण ज्यावेळेस वेगवेगळी कॉन्फिगरेशन पाहतो ना, कॉमन इमिटर असेल त्याचा टर्मिनल इमिटर आहे, लक्षात घ्या. इमिटर जर कॉमन असेल त्यावेळेस तुमचा इनपुट आणि आउटपुट थिंग चेंज होणार आहेत ना. जर बेस कॉन्फिगरेशन असेल कॉमन बेस त्यावेळेस तुमचा इनपुट आणि आउटपुट चेंज होणार आहे, बरोबर. आणि कॉमन कलेक्टर असेल त्या केसेसला सुद्धा चेंज होणार आहेत. सो नो वन हॅव द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ द HI or the HR or the HF or HO is same with respect to any of the, that is common emitter or common base or common collector configuration. लक्षात येत आहे? कारण का वेगळे असणार आहेत त्याच्यासाठी जे इनपुट आणि आउटपुट जे आहेत ते सुद्धा वेगळे असणार आहेत, राईट. नाउ we find out the HIB value. HIB value when we have to be find out, in that case what we have to do? सांगा काय करावं लागेल आपल्याला? HIB ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करत असताना काय करावं लागेल?
VBC is equal to 0.
Right. When we have to be done the VBC equal to 0, it indicates that this thing should be going 0, right? With this thing going to be 0, so HIB equal to this thing going here, PB divided by IE, which is nothing but a HIB. So HIB equal to PB divided by IE when VBC equal to 0, right? See here. HIB equal to VB divided by E when VBC equal to 0. Now we have to be find out the second thing, that is HRB. In that case, what we have to do on other parameter, that is I equal to 0. It indicates that this thing should be 0, right? This thing should be 0. So this indicates that HRB equal to VB divided by VBC when I equal to 0. VB divided by VBC when I equal to 0, it got the HRB value. Now, when we have to be find out the HFB value, in that case, we put out the 0 value of the VBC in equation number 2, right? Why? See, when we have to be find out the HFB, in that case, other parameter must be 0. So it indicates that VBC 0, this is 0. So HFB equal to IC divided by IE when VBC equal to 0. See, HFB equal to IC divided by when VBC equal to 0. Now, when we have to be calculate the other thing, that is HOB, when we have to be calculate the HOB, so we make as a सांगा त्यासाठी थांबलोय. When
IE is equal to 0.
right, I equal to 0 indicate that this thing should be 0. So HOB equal to IC divided by VBC when making as a emitter current is equal to 0, right? So HOB equal to IC divided by VBC when IE equal to 0, right? Accordingly, it is same as like as earlier circuit diagram. We just put out only the value of the particular thing. This is nothing but a this value we have to be see earlier equation. This equation we just put. हे सांगायची गरज आहे का सर्किट कसं ड्रॉ केलं ते सेम हे इक्वेशन आपण इकडे इम्प्लिमेंट केलेलं आहे. जे पहिलं इक्वेशन होतं पहिलं म्हणजे कोणतं V1 इक्वल टू H11 I1 प्लस H12 V2 सेम त्यासारखंच आहे फक्त त्या पर्टिक्युलर व्हॅल्यू आपण तिथं पुट आउट केलेले आहे. सांगायची गरज आहे का कसं सर्किट डायग्राम आली ते रिप्लाय द्या. ही डायग्राम कशी आली सांगायची गरज आहे का? Okay. Now see, we have seen the hybrid equivalent circuit of common collector configuration. Common collector configuration indicate that it is the diagram with respect to your collector terminal. See, this is the collector terminal which should be in between your input as well as output. That's why this is called as common collector configuration. See, why we have to be seen the analysis of the H parameter configuration of CACBCC. पहिली गोष्ट हे लक्षात घ्या की आपण हे का अनालाइज करायला लागलोय. दिस इज नॉट ओनली केस ऑफ गेटिंग मार्क फॉर यू म्हणजे सिम्प्लिफाईड एवढा त्याच्यामुळे मुलांना मार्क पडावे एक्झाम मध्ये त्यांनी ते लिहू. दॅट इज नॉट द थिंग. असं काहीही नाही. त्याचं काहीतरी रिझन असेल ना. हे सिलेबस मध्ये काय ऍड केलंय सांगा बरं काय रिझन असेल. लक्षात घ्या ज्यावेळेस आपण हे डिझाईन पर्टिक्युलर कॉन्फिगरेशन करतो आणि एच पॅरामीटरला व्हॅल्यू काढतो त्यावेळेस कसं आहे की ज्यावेळेस आता तुम्ही पाहिलं का ऍम्प्लिफायर एक्झाम्पल घेऊया आपण. ट्रान्झिस्टरचं ऍप्लिकेशन ऍम्प्लिफायर बरोबर. त्या ऍप्लिकेशन मध्ये काय केलं जातं समजा मला एखादी फंक्शन आहे स्मॉल एक 150 लोक आहेत ज्या फंक्शन मध्ये त्या फंक्शन मध्ये मला ऍम्प्लिफायर पाहिजे बरोबर. त्या केसमध्ये ऍम्प्लिफायरची साईज लार्ज मोठे असेल का स्मॉल असेल सांगा बरं. मला काय म्हणायचं सांगतो 50 ते 100 स्मॉल एरिया आहे त्या एरियामध्ये फंक्शन एखादं चालू आहे त्या फंक्शनसाठी तुमच्याकडे माईक आहे आणि तो कनेक्ट केला आहे तुमच्या ऍम्प्लिफायरला. त्यावेळेस तुमचा जो माईक आणि म्हणजे ऍम्प्लिफायर जो आहे तो लार्ज साईजचा असेल का स्मॉल साईजचा असेल. एरिया स्मॉल आहे सांगा.
स्मॉल साईज.
राईट. तर तो एरिया किती आहे स्मॉल साईज आहे तर त्या एरियात किती साईजचा तुम्ही जे अप्लाय केलेले इनपुट आहे म्हणजे माईक इंडिकेट इनपुट आहे राईट. लक्षात घ्या ते किती अम्प्लिफाय व्हावं त्याचं कॅल्क्युलेशन करण्यासाठी हे जे कॉन्फिगरेशन आहेत ना CE CB CC हे यूज केलेले असतात. लक्षात घ्या पर्टिक्युलर यामध्ये काय असतं माहितीये का हे जे इक्वेशन येतात ना यातनं करंट गेन कन्सिडर केली जाते. लक्षात घ्या करंट गेन जितकी जास्त असेल ना तितकं जास्त ते कॉन्फिगरेशन आवाज जास्त देतं म्हणजेच एरिया कव्हर जास्त करतं. लक्षात घ्या. त्यासाठी आपण हे CB CC कॉन्फिगरेशन पाहतो. नॉर्मली ऍम्प्लिफायर ऍप्लिकेशन साठी स्मॉल स्केल ऍम्प्लिफायर ऍप्लिकेशन साठी कॉमन इमिटर कॉन्फिगरेशन यूज केलं जातं आणि लार्ज स्केल इंडिकेट दॅट एरिया रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द पर्टिक्युलर फंक्शन इज मोर. In that case, we must use the common collector configuration. Why common collector? कारण कॉमन इमिटर कॉन्फिगरेशन मध्ये अँप्लिफिकेशन होतं पण लार्ज होत नाही. पण कॉमन कलेक्टर कॉन्फिगरेशन असेल ना तर हाय करंट गेन असते. करंट गेन इंडिकेटेड एरिया कव्हर्ड मोर असतो. लक्षात घ्या. Now we have seen the common collector configuration. लक्षात घ्या ऍप्लिकेशनल थिंग जे आपण शिकतोय ना त्याचं ऍप्लिकेशन ऍम्प्लिफायरच्या म्हणजे फंक्शनच्या साठी जो ऍम्प्लिफायर यूज केला ते साईज किती असावी याच्यासाठी हे यूज केलं जातं. याच्या अनालिसिस वरून समजलं जातं की एरिया किती आहे म्हणजे इनिशियल स्टेज मध्ये समजलं जातं. Right now hybrid equivalent circuit of the common collector configuration. So this is the configuration which have the collector terminal is in between your input as well as output. That's why it is called as common collector configuration, right? So for that configuration collector terminal, this is the collector terminal. right? This is base terminal, this is emitter terminal. So when we have applied the voltage, this is nothing but a input voltage. So input voltage is applied in between your base to the collector. That's why this is nothing but a VBC. VBC is nothing but a base to collector voltage. This is applied as a V1. So V1 which is equal to VBC. At that time, whatever the current flowing through the input, that is a IB. So it is nothing but I1. So I1 is nothing but a IB. Now, when we have seen the same thing with respect to output, so whatever the voltage applied across your output in between your emitter and collector, so it is nothing but a VEC or VCE, it is called as VCE. VCE voltage applied across your emitter and collector. So this is nothing but a VEC or VCE, both are the same thing, because C is earlier, that's why we sometimes use it as a VCE, right? So VEC or VCE is nothing but output voltage. This is nothing but a V2. Now output current is nothing but emitter current. This is nothing but I2. So I2 equal to I. These are the things with respect to this configuration. Means according to this diagram, we have just known the V1, I1, V2, I2 value. We know that the two equation. We know that the two equation of your dependent variable, that is V1 and I2. So V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, right? So V1 indicate that input voltage, this is nothing but a VBC. So H11 is nothing but a input impedance. So HI of the common collector configuration. So this is nothing but a HIC. So I1 is nothing but input current. So it is a IB, right? Plus H1 to V2. H1 to indicate that it is the reverse voltage ratio. So it is nothing but a HR, and this is for the common collector configuration. So HRC. V2 indicate that VEC or VC. So HRC into VEC. This is nothing but equation number 1, right? So we just regain this thing with respect to input V1, right? V1 is nothing but a VBC. This thing related to the input port, right? Now we have calculated the thing related to the output port. We know that output related equation is a I2. So I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2, right? This equation, we just take out the value of the particular thing. I2 is nothing but a IE. So IE equal to H21 is nothing but a forward current ratio. So it is nothing but a HF, right? HF, and the this is for common collector configuration. So HFC. So I1, what it indicate that IB. So HFC into IB plus H22 what it indicate that it is the output admittance. So it is nothing but a HO, and this is for the common collector configuration. So HOC, and V2 is equal to VEC or VC. So HOC into VEC. These are the two equations. V1 equal to this, that is nothing but a VBC equal to, means we have just calculated the thing related to the V1, and same thing put out here as a equation equal to VBC. At the same time, we just put out the second equation of the I2, that is output port equation, and the same equation with respect to output current. Output current is nothing but I. So we just the equation with respect to the output current, right? These are the two equation. हे दोन्ही लक्षात आले का? V1 रिस्पेक्ट टू आणि I2 रिस्पेक्ट टू, म्हणजेच VBC रिस्पेक्ट टू आणि I रिस्पेक्ट टू इक्वेशन लक्षात आलेत का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, according to this equation, we just calculate the two things. Four things, that is HIC, HRC, HFC, and HOC. So to calculate the particular thing, we just taking as a other thing as a 0 only. No any other thing we have to be required. The when we have to be calculate the HIC, we just making this is nothing but a VEC as a 0. So VEC 0 indicate that this term going 0. So HIC equal to VBC divided by IB, right? VBC divided by IB when making as a VEC equal to 0. See, HIC equal to VBC divided by IB when VEC equal to 0. Now, when we have to be calculate the other thing, that is HRC, in that case we making as a, tell me, making
IB is equal to 0.
IB equal to 0. So this should be 0. So HRC equal to VBC divided by VEC when IB equal to 0. See here, HRC equal to VBC divided by VEC when IB equal to 0. Now, when we have to be calculate the HFC value, in that case, making other parameter of the equation number second as a 0. So when we have to be calculate the HFC, making
VEC is equal to 0.
P is equal to 0. So this equation going 0. So HFC equal to IC divided by IB, making P is 0. So HFC equal to IC divided by IB when V is equal to 0. See, HFC equal to IE divided by HFC equal to HFC equal to IE divided by B when V is equal to 0. See, HFC equal to IE divided by B when V is equal to 0. Right? So when we have to be find out the last thing, that is HOC, in that case we making
IB is equal to 0.
so this thing should be 0. So HOC equal to IE divided by VEC when IB equal to 0. So HOC equal to IE divided by VEC, IB equal to 0. Right? When we have to be calculate these four things, we have to be draw the equation with respect to this input port equation and the output port equation. Accordingly, we draw the diagram of it. So see, any of the parameter, that is CE, CB, CC, that should be asked in a earlier case 4 mark, but the exam may be possibility of the online exam of earlier exam. So in that case, the question asked on the same point is that particular HIC value of the common collector configuration is, right? That should be asked. In that case, you have to be calculate this thing VBC by IB. This is the value, or the which are the perfect configuration of your CBC CC. राईट, म्हणजे कोणतं कॉन्फिगरेशन परफेक्ट आहे अँप्लिफायर साठी असं विचारलं जाऊ शकतं. लक्षात घ्या, त्या केस मध्ये तुम्ही आन्सर काय द्याल, मी आता बोललेलो आहे थोडं. देयर आर 3 कॉन्फिगरेशन CBC CC, which are the perfect combination for the amplifier, टेल मी. आता डिस्कशन थोडं पूर्वी जे झालेलं आहे ना, त्याच्यात आन्सर तुम्हाला झालेला आहे. कोणतं कॉन्फिगरेशन चांगलं आहे, CBC CC यापैकी सांगा. इथं 2 आन्सर असतील तुमची, लक्षात येत आहे. कोण सांगेल एखादा आन्सर, यातला 2 आन्सर असतील, त्यातलं एक आन्सर सांगा तुम्ही, कोणतं कॉन्फिगरेशन परफेक्ट असेल.
C.
Right, C, बरोबर. Means when area is small, in that case common emitter configuration is perfect, but the area is large, in that case common collector configuration is perfect, because common collector configuration have largest gain. Largest gain indicate that current is more, more indicate that area covered for that is more. So it is nothing but a one. If you have given the 4 option, in that case C. First option is C, second option is CC, third option is C and CC, and last option none of the above. So your answer is third thing, right? CE and CC. लक्षात येत आहे का, मला काय म्हणायचं लक्षात येत आहे का. जर तुम्हाला विचारलं असेल की which is the perfect for the amplifier application, right? Which is the configuration is perfect for the amplifier application. 4 पर्याय दिले. समजा पहिला असेल CE, दुसरा असेल CC, तिसरा असेल CE and CC, लास्ट असेल none of the above. तर यापैकी तुम्ही तिथं लिहित असताना CE and CC हे दोन्हीच लिहिणार, कारण का की तुम्हाला तिथे एरिया कोड विचारलेला नाहीये. लक्षात येत आहे, सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात आलंय का मी काय क्वेश्चन विचारला त्याचा आन्सर पण रिप्लाय द्या. लक्षात आलंय का, परत सांगू.
आलं सर लक्षात.
ओके, एक पॉइंट घेऊया आपण फक्त. डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ एम्प्लिफायर पॅरामीटर. नाउ सी, व्हॉट एव्हर द थिंग सीन हिअर, that should be asked for theory. AV, AI, RI, or RO for 4 mark in theory exam. But in this case, that should be asked as a 1 mark question, right? So in that case, question how asked, I can tell you. Now see, when we have seen the determination of amplifier parameter, what it indicates that there are four parameter of your transistor is the amplifier model, right? So which are that parameter? That is nothing but AV. AV indicate that voltage gain of the particular amplifier. So gain indicate that काय असतं सांगा बरं. गेन म्हणजेच काय असतं, कुठलीही गेन असू द्या. Tell me what do you mean by gain? Any of the gain.
Increase.
गेन म्हणजे काय? गेन म्हणजे हे असतं मला सांगायचं. कुठलीही गेन असू द्या. So gain is nothing but output divided by input. Nothing any other. That should be changed. Means in case of current that are different, in case of your voltage that are different. But any of the gain indicate that it should be ratio of your output to the input, right? So AV indicate that it is a voltage gain. So definition of voltage gain is nothing but it is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage. AI indicate that current gain. It is the ratio of output current to the input current, right? Means any of the gain indicate that it is the ratio of output to the input. So with respect to voltage gain, it is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage. With respect to current, it is the output current to the input current, right? Now these are the thing AV, AI. RI indicate that input impedance. RI indicate that input impedance. RO indicate that output impedance. So R indicate resistance. R indicate resistance, but we just discussed the same thing with respect to the amplifier. So amplifier, whatever the resistance or whatever the opposition coming, that in the form of your impedance. That's why we just taking here as a RI as a impedance, RO as a also RI as a input impedance, RO as a output impedance, right? I'm not telling related to the RI as a input resistance, RO as a output resistance. लक्षात येते RI आणि RO ला मी impedance हे काय यूज केलंय, कारण आपण हे टर्म जे रिस्पेक्ट पाहतोय ना, ह्या टर्म विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू नॉट ओनली रेजिस्टन्स. लक्षात घ्या, जर रेजिस्टन्सच्या रिस्पेक्ट असतं तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर RI इंडिकेट इनपुट रेजिस्टन्स झालं असतं, RO इंडिकेट आउटपुट रेजिस्टन्स झालं असतं. बट दॅट थिंग आर रिलेटेड टू द ट्रान्झिस्टर. In a transistor, there is not only the resistance used, all other things also used. That's why it is a input impedance or the output impedance, right? Now see, this is same as like as your two-port network of your transistor, right? Only change is that transistor have two things that should be added, which are that input impedance and the output impedance. That is RI and RO. That should be increased, so that what happened, these two resistors came in a circuit, right? म्हणजे जे आपण आधी कॉन्फिगरेशन पाहिलं होतं ना, ट्रान्झिस्टर म्हणजे ट्रान्झिस्टरचं टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क, त्याच्यामध्ये आणि याच्यामध्ये काही सुद्धा चेंज नाही, फक्त टू थिंग वाटल्या, कोणत्या इनपुट इम्पिडन्स आणि आउटपुट इम्पिडन्स. सो दॅट दिस इज नथिंग बट दिस इज द इनपुट अप्लाइड अक्रॉस युअर ट्रान्झिस्टर. व्हाय इनपुट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर युअर एम्प्लिफायर? टेल मी. एक्झाम्पलला सांगा, एम्प्लिफायरला इनपुट का लागतो? कोणाला सांगता येईल? लक्षात घ्या, बेसिक थिंग आहे. आपण माइक कनेक्ट करतो म्हणजे काय करतोय, इनपुट प्रोव्हाइड करतोय ना, म्हणजे काहीतरी अँप्लिफिकेशन करण्यासाठी समथिंग शुड बी रिक्वायर्ड ना. इफ नथिंग देर इज नॉट अँप्लिफिकेशन, राईट? जर तुम्ही जर काही जर अँप्लिफाय कर, मग अँप्लिफायरची गरज काय? लक्षात घ्या. सो इनपुट is nothing but a VS input is applied to your amplifier configuration. It have one of the input impedance. This is nothing but RES. RES is nothing but an input impedance. So this is the resistance. So when we have to be calculate the RI, this should be related to the input side, right? And whatever the VS applied in that case, the current flowing through this input side is I1 current. At the same time, whatever the voltage is nothing but a V1, right? At the same time, output side, output voltage is nothing but a V2. At the same time, your current flowing is I2, and at that time, whatever the resistance came across your output, that is a REL. So when RL indicate that load resistance, so current flowing through that load resistance is nothing but IL. So IL and I2 that are somewhat related, right? कारण I2 आणि IL सेमच आहेत. दिसतंय का तुम्हाला? एकाच्या ह्यातनं फ्लो होत आहेत. व्हॅल्यू आर डिफरंट. म्हणजे IL लक्षात घ्या. In this case, I2 indicate IL, but see, whatever the flow of current, सेम आहे का अपोजिट आहे सांगा बरं. I2 चा आणि IL चा करंट फ्लो सेम आहे की अपोजिट आहे? जर IL आणि I2 इक्वल केलं तर काय येईल? IL इक्वल टू I2 येईल का? सांगा मला. इथं IL आहे आणि त्याच साइड त्याच ह्याच्यामधून I2 आहे. म्हणजे IL आणि I2 सेम असेल का? किंवा IL इक्वल टू I2 असेल का? सांगा. रिप्लाय द्या. काय चुकीचा आन्सर बोलला तरी चालेल. सांगा मला.
येस सर.
सेम असेल. ओके. आन्सर रॉंग आहे. सांगतो कसं चुकलंय ते सांगतो. IL चा फ्लो कुणीकडे आहे? टुवर्ड्स द RL आहे. I2 चा फ्लो कुठे आहे? टुवर्ड्स द इकडे आहे. लक्षात घ्या. म्हणजेच IL आणि I2 सेम आहेत. करंट IL आणि I2 सेम आहेत, पण I2 हे ऑपोजिट न चाललंय. म्हणजे टुवर्ड्स द RL येत नाही. त्यामुळे IL इक्वल टू मायनस I2 असेल. लक्षात येत आहे का? टुवर्ड्स जर सिस्टीम कडे येत असेल ना तर दॅट शुड बी प्लस and going outside that should be negative. So IL is towards the RL. So IL equal to minus I2. लक्षात येत आहे का तुमच्या? लक्षात येत आहे का? IL आणि I2 सेम आहे. फक्त काय आहे की IL हे टुवर्ड्स द RL येते. म्हणजे तिथे एकाच ह्याच्यातून बाहेर पडलेला आहे. IL आणि I2 सेमच आहेत, पण IL टुवर्ड्स द RL येते. त्यामुळे IL हे पॉझिटिव्ह झाला आणि I2 आउट ऑफ जाते. त्यामुळे IL इक्वल टू मायनस I2 येणार. लक्षात आलंय का तुमच्या? आउट ऑफ म्हणजे इथपासून टुवर्ड्स RL कडे येत नाही, ते आउट ऑफ जाते. त्यामुळे त्याला म्हटलं जातं. लक्षात घ्या की इन केस ऑफ एनिथिंग, जर तुमच्या सिस्टीम कडे येत असेल ना ती पॉझिटिव्ह कन्सिडर केली जाते आणि त्यापासून आउट जात असेल तर ती मायनस कन्सिडर केली जाते. सो IL इक्वल टू मायनस I2. राईट. सी लक्षात आलंय का? IL इक्वल टू मायनस I2 का असेल ते पुढे लागणार आहे आपल्याला. कारण हे IL हे RL कडे येतं आणि I2 हे IL कडून इकडे चाललेलं आहे. सिस्टीम कडनं तिकडे चाललेलं आहे. त्यामुळे ते मायनस IL इक्वल टू मायनस I2 असतं. लक्षात घ्या. आता आपल्याला हे जे याच्यामध्ये काय काय कॅल्क्युलेट करायचे या इक्वेशन वर सांगतो. RI RO व्होल्टेज गेन इज नथिंग बट आउटपुट टू द इनपुट अँड द करंट गेन मीन्स I2 म्हणजे काय काय सांगतो. RO RI त्यानंतर I2 डिवायडेड बाय I1 इट इज नथिंग बट करंट गेन. V2 divided by V1 is nothing but a voltage gain. These are the things when we have to be calculate, right? See, the hybrid equivalent circuit of transistor amplifier shown in figure. It is same as like as earlier configuration of the H parameter model of your transistor. Only thing is that this impedance and this impedance should be added. See here. See, when we have applied the current, that is a I1 current flowing through the HI, but at the same time it has some of the input impedance. This is input impedance came across here. So HI indicate that I1 current flowing through the device. At that time Q1 voltages came across your configuration. At the same time other thing, see, this is nothing but a HI into this is nothing but a Q1 which is equal to H11 I1. So this is nothing but a HI into I1. This is nothing but a HI I1 plus H12 V2 indicates that HR V2, right? HR V2. This thing is nothing but a reverse voltage ratio. So that coming in a multiplied form, right? Multiplied form. This is HR V2, right? Same as like as earlier equation. Only thing is that input impedance is only added. Now see, when we have to be seen the equation with respect to the output thing, in that case, this is a H21 I1. H21 indicate that forward current ratio, right? So this term is in the form of Sanga. H21 is H21 I1. This is nothing but a HF into I1. So it is a current ratio. Current ratio म्हणल्यानंतर काय असणार आहे तो मल्टिप्लाइंग टर्म असणार आहे. लक्षात घ्या. रेजिस्टन्स पण असणार आहे तो ऍडमिटन्स नसणार आहे, त्यामुळे तो मल्टिप्लाइंग टर्म आणि करंट सोर्स आहे, राईट, करंट सोर्स प्लस नाऊ H2 to V2. H2 to V2 indicate that HO V2. HO indicate that output admittance. So that should be came in a parallel and V2 is applied across it. At the same time, it have this is the input impedance. We have to be taking as the output thing as a RL as output impedance. So current flowing through that RL is IL, right? So RI is input impedance, RO is output impedance. We have to be calculate the thing of the current gain and voltage gain by this configuration. याच्या रिस्पेक्ट टू काय लक्षात आलं मला सांगा. या हे जे आपण सर्किट हायब्रिड इक्विव्हॅलेंट सर्किट ऑफ ट्रान्झिस्टर एम्प्लिफायर ड्रॉ केलंय आणि हायब्रिड इक्विव्हॅलेंट सर्किट ऑफ द ट्रान्झिस्टर केलं होतं, त्याच्यामध्ये आणि याच्यामध्ये दोन चेंजेस आहेत. पहिला RS सिरीज रेजिस्टन्स इनपुट रेजिस्टन्स ऍड झालेला आहे आणि या आउटपुट रेजिस्टन्स विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू इट म्हणजे RL ऍड झालेला आहे. एवढंच फक्त चेंज आहे. हे लक्षात आलंय का किंवा याच्याबद्दल काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे का विचारा मला. सांगा, रिप्लाय द्या. प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर सांगा, नसला तरी पण सांगा. देवमारे सांगा काय समजलं तुम्हाला याच्याबद्दल किंवा काय समजलं नाही ते सांगा मला. देवमारे सांगा, समजलं नाही का हे सॉर नो. ओकरे तुम्ही सांगा समजलंय का, तो नसेल तर नाही म्हणून तर सांगा. रिप्लाय द्या, समजलंय का नाही जे असेल ते.
सर रिपीट करा एकदा.
ओके, पहा आपण पाहतोय हायब्रिड इक्विव्हॅलेंट सर्किट ऑफ ट्रान्झिस्टर एम्प्लिफायर शोन इन फिगर. लक्षात घ्या. तर याच्यामध्ये काय करतोय आपण जे आधीचं कॉमन नॉर्मलाइज एच पॅरामीटर मॉडेल ट्रान्झिस्टरचं काढलं होतं. कोणतं होतं? V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. लक्षात येतं हे इक्वेशन तर सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात येतंय. V1 equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, राईट. हे इक्वेशन होतं. त्याच्यावर आपण काय करत होतो, त्याच्यावर सर्किट ड्रॉ करत होतो, राईट. सर्किट ड्रॉ करत होतो त्यास हे V1 म्हणून कन्सिडर करत होतो. एक मिनिट तुम्हाला ते डायग्राम त्याच्याकडे जवळ त्याच्यावर तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल. हा इक्वेशन होतं आपण, राईट. त्या इक्वेशन साठी V1 equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2 इक्वेशन होतं. याच्यावर आपण सर्किट ड्रॉ करत होतो. V1 बरोबर H11 काय इंडिकेट करत होतं? इनपुट इम्पेडन्स, राईट. आणि त्याच्यातनं फ्लो होणार करंट I1. सो H11 I1 प्लस H12 V2 होतं, राईट. H12 V2 होतं बरोबर. H12 V2 होतं इंडिकेट काय होतं? इट इज द रिव्हर्स व्होल्टेज, राईट. रिव्हर्स व्होल्टेज. So it is not a resistance, it is not a admittance, so that should be coming in a series, right. त्यामुळे H1 to V2 हे series मध्ये आलं होतं, right. सेम वे पहा इथं काय केलंय पहा, इथं काय केलंय पहा. आपण जो आता जे पाहिलं होतं ट्रान्झिस्टरच्या रिस्पेक्ट पाहिलं होतं, आता इथं पाहतोय एम्प्लिफायर रिस्पेक्ट. तर एम्प्लिफायरला एक इनपुट स्वतःचा एक रेजिस्टन्स किंवा इनपुट इम्पिडन्स असतो, तो तुमच्या इनपुटच्या सेल्स मध्ये टाकला. लक्षात येतंय का? म्हणजे कुठलाही ट्रान्झिस्टर असेल त्याला स्वतःचा एक इनपुट इम्पिडन्स असतो, लक्षात घ्या. तो म्हणजे तुमच्या इनपुटच्या सिरीज मध्ये येतो, राईट. तो सिरीज मध्ये आला. तो आल्यानंतर त्यानंतर आता त्याच्यासाठी इक्वेशन साठी आता इथून पुढे तुमचं इक्वेशन सुरू झालं. कोणतं? HI इंटू I1, HI इंटू I1 प्लस HI. आता एक लक्षात घ्या, हे म्हणजेच H1 this is nothing but a V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. H11 I1 काय इंडिकेट करता? इनपुट इम्पिडन्स. So it is nothing but HI and the other thing H12 V2. H12 indicate that reverse voltage, that is V1 upon V2. So HR and the V2, these are the thing. इथपर्यंत हे लक्षात आलंय का तुम्हाला सांगा? हे एवढंच. हे आपलं आधीचं इक्वेशन जे आहे ना तिथपर्यंत आहे. हे सगळं आधीचं इक्वेशन आहे. फक्त त्या इक्वेशन मध्ये आपण काय केलेलं आहे, फक्त हा इनपुट इम्पिडन्स ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर अँप्लिफायरचा ऍड केला. लक्षात आलंय का?
येस सर.
ओके. देवमारे तुमच्या लक्षात आलंय का? बचुटे तुमच्या लक्षात आलंय का? लक्षात आलंय की नाही?
सर मी आता जस्ट जॉईन झालते ते जावाचं लेक्चर असल्यामुळे.
पोखरे तुमच्या लक्षात आलंय? येस ऑर नो सांगा. रिप्लाय येस ऑर नो. नाही लक्षात आलं का? जे असेल ते सांगा जबाब. कारण वाघमोडे तुमच्या लक्षात आलंय का?
येस सर.
ओके. ज्यांच्या लक्षात आलं नसेल ना त्यांनी समजून घ्या. दुसऱ्या स्टुडंटकडनं जर नाही कळलं तर मला माझ्याकडनं कॉल करून समजून घ्या. ओके. हा, त्याच्यासाठी काय केलं होतं ते आज आणखीन एकदा सांगतो. समजलंय का नाही ते नाही करता लक्षात घ्या. दिस इज द थिंग विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ट्रान्झिस्टर. ट्रान्झिस्टर सारखेच आहे, बट इट इज अ एम्प्लिफायर, राईट? एम्प्लिफायर इंडिकेट दॅट इट हॅव सम ऑफ द इम्पिडन्स, राईट? So this is the input applied across your amplifier. It has some of the impedance. It is nothing but a resistance. So transistor च्या input च्या series मध्ये एक resistance आला. This is nothing but a impedance, right? After all circuit, what it indicate that after all we have applied the input, it have voltage. This is nothing but a V1 voltage. But when we have applied the V1 voltage, in that case your equation V1 which is equal to H11 I1. H11 indicate that this is the I1 current flowing through this. H11 indicate that input impedance. So this is a HI, right? Plus now equation P1 which is equal to H11 I1. H11 indicate that HI, right? So plus H12 V2. H12 V2 indicate that it is a reverse voltage, right? So reverse voltage indicate that this should not be resistance, this should not be admittance. So it is a multiplying factor. So it came in a series. So reverse voltage indicate that HR and it is a voltage. So HR V2 plus minus indicate that it is a voltage source. These are the things with respect to the input hybrid equivalent circuit of your transistor amplifier, right? Now other thing is output respect to. So this is nothing but a I2 equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. So H21 I1 it is nothing but a I2 divided by I1. It is a forward current. So this is nothing but a HF and the multiplying factor I1. Why it is I1? So equation in your equation, see H21 I1 is nothing but I1 here. So H21 is nothing but a forward current. So HF is here. So these things are in multiplying factor. See, multiplying, not resistance, not a current, right? So HF into I1, it is a current source. That's why it indicate arrow, right? It is a current source, right? After all, other equation is H22 V2. H22 indicate that output admittance. So whatever the thing coming across is admittance, so it should be came in parallel with this. So admittance indicate that it is a reverse of your resistance. So this is the admittance that should be connected in parallel with respect to HFI1, right? After all that voltage coming across, output is V2 voltage. At the same time, here the current flowing through the device is through the load. Load indicate that IL is current flowing through the device, and that the output resistance of the particular amplifier is RL. So IL is current flowing through the IL. So in that case, this is the current. This current IL and I2. IL is coming towards the RL. I2 is going out of IL, right? So IL equal to minus of I2. Why it is minus? See, current flowing through here, that is called as I2. So IL is coming towards the RL. This is the positive IL. So I2 is going outside here. So IL equal to minus I2, right? आता लक्षात आलंय का? थोडं तरी याच्यातलं काय टाइम इज ओव्हर. अटेंडन्स फास्ट द्या. रोल नंबर 1,
Present, sir.
2,
Present, sir.
3, 4, 5,
Present, sir.
5, 6,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
7, 8, 9,
Yes, sir.
10, 11,
Yes, sir.
12, 13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15,
Yes, sir.
16, 17, 18,
Yes, sir.
19,
Yes, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
21,
Yes, sir.
22,
Present, sir.
23,
Yes, sir.
24, 25,
Present, sir.
26, 27,
Yes, sir.
28, 29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31,
Yes, sir.
32,
Present, sir.
33, 34, 35, 36,
Yes, sir.
37,
Yes, sir.
38, 39, 40, 41, 42,
Yes, sir.
43,
Yes, sir.
44.
Present, sir.
ऑप्शन नंबर सांगतो 1, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12,
Sir, 1 present.
5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 16, 17, 18, 24, 26, 28, 33, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41.
5 present.
18 present.
ओके 5 प्रेझेंट. अजून
18 present.
18 प्रेझेंट. ओके
26.
26.
26.
26. ओके.
Sir, 1 present.
हो हो. स्टॉप करतोय पण